Sovereign Bank is your bank of choice. Sovereign Bank is a proud supporter of the Mangum Tiger Athletics. Supporting our schools and athletic programs is a top priority. Hear us roar, go Tigers. We're cheering you on all season long. Sovereign Bank, empowering our youth with the freedom to dream. Sovereign Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
Mangum Regional Medical Center is going strong, serving Greer County and southwest Oklahoma. The Mangum Hospital provides a full-service Level 4, ER-staffed 24/7, both in and outpatient stays, swing bed services, and outpatient lab, physical therapy, and radiology services. Mangum Regional Medical Center, here for you, right here at home.
Mangum Golden Age Apartments offer HUD-approved housing for anyone 62 or older or on Social Security or disability. They have one bedroom and efficiencies which include all bills paid, including Wi-Fi. Mangum Golden Age Apartments are located at 100 East Lincoln, right on the downtown square in Mangum. For more information, call Katie at 580-782-2452. 580-782-2452.
Hey there, hi there, ho there. We're as happy as can be. It's Thursday Night Football. Classic Hits. 97.7. I'm Michael Barnes, Chad Fox. Literally, there's a wall between us. But that's for good reason.
You all right?
Oh, yeah. I had to run out to the truck.
You did.
And then run back, and, it's good stuff. Quality stuff. So, Mangum set to take on Cordell. It's one of those ball games, Chad, that you got to come and play the ball game. You're taking on a Cordell team that is simply overmatched. I didn't have a chance to look, but I was trying to remember. Have they scored any points this year yet?
They may have scored once,
okay.
But they have it obviously a down year, and just numbers-wise, just do not have the numbers to really practice. We mentioned that last week, but anyway, they're good kids, and they're going to suit up and play hard, and that's what you want. What you don't want is either team getting some players injured on a game that probably is going to get out of hand. So you want to do things right and play some good, clean football and move on. But Cordell winless this year.
You talk about getting out of hand. I mean, what was it last week at the end of the first quarter, the bowl game that they were playing? It was already like 30-something to nothing, right? I mean, so it's.
I think it hit 40, and I think they've given up as many as 70. Well, Mangum scored 70.
Right. Well, and that's what I was getting ready to say. It's not like Mangum. We saw last week how quickly they can score, and they can score from anywhere on the field. Struggled a little bit early on against Moreland, and then suddenly woke up, and it was like Katie bar the door time. And before you knew it, what once was a 8-0 ball game ended up being 40-8, and Mangum gets win number 6. So I would expect some really big plays here tonight. We may see a kickoff return, punt return. Yeah, you're going to see a little bit of everything here this evening.
Yep. And how about this cool weather, Michael Barnes? I like it, but you're more of a hot.
I mean, it's okay, but it's not going to stay.
It's going to get warm again.
Yeah, I was looking at the forecast, and between now and the end of the month, they're predicting daytime highs in the mid to upper 80s.
Yeah, that is correct.
It's the end of October that we're coming upon.
Yeah, what we need is rain. We need rain bad. I know a lot of farmers are getting their wheat in, just hoping they get something this weekend, a 20 to 40% chance, but we need some rain. Need a rain dance. Need something.
Well, and there was that promise that this was going to be a wet weather pattern over the next 4 or 5 days, beginning tomorrow night, running through the first part of next week, and that's just not going to come to fruition. Like you said, the chances of rain are slim to none, and Slim is leaving town. So, So this will be an interesting night for you and I, figuring out what down marker the kids are on.
There's that, yes. I think they gave up chalking it after week 2. But they do have the Cordell logo in pink for Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
And I don't know so much that they have given up marking it; it's they've given up mowing it.
Well, there's that.
I
It's
walked.
thick.
I was going to say I walked across the lawn a couple of different times, and I'm thinking, okay, this is what I'm looking for at the new home, trying to get something lush like this.
Yeah, it is thick. I did earlier do the same, and your feet goes down quite a bit. So,
and you think, well, that's going to slow the Tigers down. I don't think so.
No.
They just have the ability, like I said, to score from anywhere at just about any given time. Good crowd on hand tonight from Mangum. We've got the band here this evening. Looking forward to that. You mentioned the fact that it's a pink out night tonight for Cordell, as they've got the Cordell C in the middle of the field. Chad talked about it in pink. Is that coming through on the camera? Are we able to see that?
A little bit. It's so thick.
I love how you hesitated on
well,
that.
I zoomed in. We'll see. But, yep, it is pink. 50-yard line pink.
My good friend Mike Laird, the public address announcer here at Cordell, and we hope to put Mike to work during the basketball season.
I tell you what, I told him there's some games coming up where it's nonstop, and you and I are in different locations with tournaments, and that tournament season time around the 1st of January, and so hopefully we're looking for a guy like Mike that could take the ball and go with it.
So let's take a timeout, come back, and continue our countdown to kickoff as we get set for Cordell and Mangum here on a Football Thursday night. Classic Hits 97.7.
333 Dental Care in Mangum is the dental practice of Dr. Dustin Lively. His experience, skill, and compassion go together when providing exceptional, up-to-date patient care. Dr. Lively and his team of professionals are proud to help you with the best dental care possible, along with preventive care that will result in a beautiful, long-lasting smile. Call 580-782-2552 or visit the team at 333 Dental Care. They support the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 is your certified Firestone tire dealer and also a proud supporter of the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. When you need tires, we're specialty trained and equipped to take care of you. Lyle Shaw and his crew at Blair Tire and Feed wish the Tigers lots of luck in today's game. And always remember, play smart, play safe, play hard, and play with pride. And good luck from everyone at Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 in Blair, Oklahoma.
Western Traditions in Mangum is a very special store that features high-quality, one-of-a-kind Western furniture, collectibles, and accessories. This store is a must-see experience if you like Western decor. Check them out at westerntraditions.com or on Facebook, and then plan an in-person visit soon. Just arrived copper and turquoise accented end tables and bedroom furniture. They have cowhide assorted rugs from Brazil from $129 to $195. Western Traditions, downtown Mangum, Oklahoma.
Hey, all you Tiger fans, it's game time. This is Jacob Gilner from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. We are thrilled and ready for live Mangum Tiger and Lady Tiger action on the field and court this season. Let's pack the stands and cheer loud. Cattlemen's Bank is full of school spirit. Go Tigers!
Something you should know about the Kendall Law Office. The Kendall Law Office is family-owned and local. They use up-to-date technology to ensure their productivity provides timely service to clients, and this always includes client access to our firm via email and text. Corey Kendall is experienced, hardworking, and honest. He always puts the client first, and all efforts are focused on the client's best interest. The Kendall Law Office, locations in Altus and Mangum.
When you need auto repairs, save money and get it done right at Dwayne's Auto in Mangum. Dwayne's fixes flats, does brake jobs, turns rotors, alignments, that all-important air conditioning work, and general auto repair. If your car or truck isn't right, just head to Dwayne's Auto at 1205 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Call 782-5151. That's 782-5151. Mangum Tiger proud.
All right, back at Cordell, we get set for tonight's ball game between the Mangum Tigers and the Blue Devils of Cordell in a district matchup. And Mangum looking to go 7-0 on the season, 4-0 inside district play, looking to get their full complement of 15 points and move into week number 8, the final home game of the year, coming up next Friday night as the Tigers will play host to Texoma Goodwell in a ball game that will have huge district ramifications when it comes to the district. In fact, Chad, the next 2 weeks, terribly important to the 3 teams that are vying for the top spot. We're talking about Mangum, we're talking about Cordell, or not Cordell, I'm sorry, Thomas and Texoma.
Yes, schedule kind of backloaded. But yeah, it's going to be very important, and that's why you want to have a good game here tonight, and really don't look at the score. You want to do things right, and it's going to be very big. I mean, some of the is Texoma undefeated in the district? Is that right, Michael?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, going to be one of those teams. Mangum needs to beat to get that district championship and host hopefully a couple of games in the playoffs.
Yeah, likely next Friday night. Goodwell, Texoma, and Mangum both will be undefeated going into that Week 8 bowl game. And then, of course, Thomas, week number 9. So, and you got to go to Thomas and play, and you never know what's going to happen there. We listened to the Thomas broadcast last Friday night on our way home from Moreland, and a little bit of a surprise that Apache was able to eke out that 1-point win after Mangum had hung 70 on Apache in week number 1 of the district play. So you never know on any given Friday night or Thursday night, especially here in the spooky season.
That is exactly right. Apache kind of struggling this year, but you're right. They played a good game against Thomas, and Thomas had a chance there with we listened to a few seconds left, but could not get in the end zone. So the Warriors with a victory over the Terriers, and that will again still going to be important. You definitely want to be in one of the top either first or second spots in the district, so you're at home come playoff time.
Captains tonight for the Tigers: Remington Laughlin, Anthony Allen, Landon Hutton, and then Jake Green out there as well. Honorary captains, if you will. You can only send 4 to midfield. Austin Solis, one of those. And then in street clothes for one more week, Gavin Williams. Had a chance to talk to Gavin down on the field a little earlier, and he told me that he thinks that he will be ready for week number 8 next week against Texoma Goodwill. So it remains to be seen, but got a hairline fracture and some knee damage, he said he suffered. He got rolled up on and recovering. Missed last week's ball game. And, we talked about the snap problems that Mangum had last week. And Gavin starting center, that could have been part of the problem that occurred.
Yeah, you're exactly right. So, yep. And that's a big deal. You practice that all summer long and in the fall camp. And next thing you know, you got a different partner in crime to get that ball back to you. So, yeah, it does make a difference.
Well, especially when you go shotgun pistol.
Yes.
Almost all the time. It does take a little bit to get used to the depth of that football being snapped between a guy's legs. And keep in mind, that guy is throwing it between his legs, and he's got people that are breathing and wanting to knock his clock off on the other side.
Meanwhile, he's got to keep his head up before he gets ran over.
Other than that, Mrs. Lincoln, how was the play?
Right.
So Mangum will receive in the right end of your listening and or viewing device. And again, I don't think I'm going out on a limb here. Will not be surprised if we don't see a punt return and kickoff return, one or the other, possibly even both. You're going to see some big plays here tonight. There is no question about that.
Yeah, Cordell has only had one game where they did not have a running clock in the second half, and that was the first game at Sayres. So every other game after that, they have had a running clock in the second half to expedite the game. And so looking hopefully, that's the case. Mangum is sharp here yet tonight.
By the way, speaking of kids that aren't able to play, that are in street clothes, Mason Parker, one of those, and had the chance to talk to Mason down on the field earlier as well. And that collarbone continues to heal. He said he may be released and may be available for the second round of the playoffs, but he said, and Coach agrees, it may not want to risk it. You may want to make sure that you're healthy, ready to go in to your senior season. So remains to be seen if Mason gets a chance to play or not, but he's certainly down there on the sidelines and an integral part of contributing to the football team. That's probably something that I haven't talked nearly enough about, is the kids that are on the sidelines and how important they are in being a part of the ball game. I mean, if you're on the sidelines not playing, you got to be down there yelling, pass, reverse, Oski, whatever it is, and calling out the things from the sidelines to keep the guys out on the field alert. So they have done a good job of that all year long. Of course, the fact that their numbers are tremendous for a Class A school certainly helps the cause as well. Mangum dressed in their road white tops with the black numerals and orange trim. They got the orange pants tonight, wearing the white helmets. And as I mentioned, they'll go from right to left on your viewing and or listening device. Cordell set to kick the ball away. Pretty strong south wind, but Chad, this is a field that runs east and west, so the wind maybe not as daunting this evening as it normally would be.
Yeah, you're right. Flag is pointing north, and so blowing across the field here. And like you said, a lush lawn here in Cordell.
Blue Devils in their home blue uniforms, white numerals, and the blue helmets, and they have the pink accoutrements to go along with it here on a Cancer Sucks night. And Finning will kick the ball away for Cordell. He'll go far sideline, and on the hop, it'll roll out of bounds. Colton Gillespie had designs on picking that football up, but wisely let it roll out of bounds, and Mangum will get it 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
And again, we talked about it, but put it in perspective. They've got 2 kids on the sideline, folks.
Yeah.
So they've got 13 kids suited up. It looks like a bunch that are in their street clothes. So that's a tough assignment.
And you're playing a team that in some polls is ranked number 2 in the state that, just scores from any part of the field, and they'll go to work 1st and 10 at their own 35. By the way, my phone, I am not getting cell service, and so not going to be able to interact, it doesn't look like. Rogers from the pistol, hands it off. Solis right up the middle of the field, breaks tackles, 40, 45, 50. He's down the far sideline at the 40, 35, 30. Still on his feet at the 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, 65 yards. Play number 1 from scrimmage. Mangum on top, 6-0, and only 12 seconds have run off the clock.
Mercy. You talked about it right off the jump. Going to be some big plays at one play and long touchdown run.
And Solis, got great blocks out front, and then there was just nobody in the neighborhood as he went down the far sideline. Derek Hammond now on to try the extra point line. Drive is wide left, no good. And with 11:48 left in quarter number 1, Mangum strikes on the first play from the line of scrimmage from 65. They lead it 6-0. Classic hits 97.7.
Friends, it's important to take care of your eyes, so make an appointment soon with Dr. Michael Geiger in Altus, Seth Geiger in Frederick, and Bryce Geiger in Elgin, and a new addition to our staff, Dr. Maddie Rhodes. The Geigers are professionals and very good at what they do. Geiger Eye Care is proud to support youth and sponsor sporting events. They encourage you to attend all the events you can and be involved with our youth. Geiger Eye Care, Michael and Maddie in Altus, Seth in Frederick, and Bryce in Elgin. Make an appointment soon with Geiger Eye Care, Altus, Frederick, and Elgin.
Did you know the freshest and most beautiful long-lasting flowers always come from Flowers Unlimited in Mangum? If you want to send flower arrangements that look and smell great and last a long time, your best choice is to make that local phone call at 580-782-2122 for fresh flowers, silk flowers, gift selections, collectibles, memorials, and bereavement gifts. Make that trip to Flowers Unlimited, 113 South Oklahoma in Mangum.
Looking down there at Austin Solis, and Austin really breathing harder after warm-ups to begin the ball game than the 65-yard run down the line of scrimmage. 6-0. I'm not getting a lot when it comes to the internet, but I just got an alert from ESPN. Giancarlo Stanton and Aaron Judge went back-to-back against the Cleveland Indians, and I think the handwriting is on the wall. I think the Yankees will be representing the American League in the World Series next week.
Yep, 4-3, bottom of the 8th.
And if the Yankees hold on and win that one, they will be up 3-0.
Yep.
And I still think that the Dodgers will get it done eventually out west.
It's either or. It's either you love the Yankees or you despise.
Well, and I talked about it during the Royals and the Yankees series. That was a bitter rivalry back in the mid-late 70s and even into the early 80s. And I know you saw some of the highlights of the tussles that George Brett had with, among others, Greg Nettles. So here we go. Set to kick the football away for the Tigers will be Derek Hammond. And it's again Cordell, 13 kids in uniform. Little low squibbing kick. Out free at the 20, or 30 rather, and then falling on it at about the 28-yard line will be Dylan Edison. So good job by Dylan to go get on the loose football. And it'll be 1st and 10 for Cordell from their own 28-yard line, trailing 6-0 here in the early going. Really kind of disappointed and not going to be able to interact with the listening audience because there was a birthday that I was going to have people help me
Let's see if we can get you hooked up.
rouse out Richard Carney celebrating his birthday today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Michael, you know I'm never going to be as old as you. 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils. Deep handoff here and just great penetration by Mangum. A loss of 3 on the play. Trey Williams in on the stop. Got help from Cooper Curbo. He is always there. And also in on the stop, Rogers. Which one, you say? Well, that was Avery that time. So a loss on the play of about 3.5. It'll be 2nd down and 13. Oh, so you want me to use your phone? Okay. All right.
I think the people, though, are talking to you.
All right. So 2nd down and 13, mix up in the backfield and trying to escape, running for his life is the quarterback, Cassius Whitting. And Whitting maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd down and long.
I think I will have to have that back, though. That's how I keep score.
Yeah. Figured there was probably some story behind that.
Let's see. I can help you out here.
So 3rd down and long.
Yeah.
You're just going to have to interact with the listening audience, all right? You have to come out of your shell.
I guess
Go back to the days of Cat Radio. 100 point, what was it, 3?
5.
100.5, the Cat.
What do we got here? 3rd.
3rd about, we'll call it 15.
Okay.
And again, it's kind of like a game show, trying to figure things out without the sideline markers and the deep, lush grass. Long snap count from the shotgun. Pass is attempted, and it's incomplete. Boy, I tell you what, Trey Williams really got in there and rocked the quarterback as he threw the football. Cassius Whitting, just a freshman. Welcome to big-time football, my young man.
Exactly. Charles Stowe, go Mangum Tigers. Eric Rodriguez, let's go Tigers. Scott Augustine, it's Michael squared, and this Michael Scott is at home watching. Let's see here. Michael Baker, go Tigers. Alexis Brooke Allen, let's go boys. So sad we are not there at this game. Sorry a bug hit the house. Go number 11, we love you.
Axton Zachary tried to punt, dropped the football, fell on it, and Mangum will take over 1st and 10 inside the 20-yard line of Cordell. So 10-11 left here in the first, 6-0. And Mangum less than 20 yards away from their second score. From the pistol, they go to work. Bo Rogers at the quarterback position. He'll hand it out to Solis. Austin right up the middle. Breaks a couple of tackles. Headed to the end zone, and he'll score from 19 yards away. And that will make it a 12-0 ball game with 10:04 left in quarter number 1. So if you're Austin Solis, you are padding your stats. 65-yard touchdown run the first time you carried the football. 19 the second time. Mangum on top 12-0. And Derek in to try the extra point. Hammond last time, it looked like he caught the ball a little bit high. See if he can't get it cleaner this time. He does, and that one will go through the uprights and is good. So with 10:04 left in the first, Mangum 2 plays from scrimmage, 2 touchdowns. They lead it 13-0 here on Classic Hits 97.7.
Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Rod Calhoun support high school sports. Mickey and Rod offer insurance for property, auto, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're ready to serve you at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Call 580-782-3827.
Attention Mangum Tigers. Are you ready to show your Tiger pride? This is Lori Laughlin from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. At our bank, we are always geared up and ready to cheer the Tigers and Lady Tigers on to victory. You can count on us to wear the brightest orange and black. We'll see you at the games.
Mangum on time, 13-0. 10:04 left in quarter number 1. As Derek Hammond set to kick the football away for the Tigers.
Josh Reisner says, dang, I'm late 2 minutes and I missed a TD.
No, you missed 2 TDs, Josh. So Cordell to get the ball again as Hammond set to kick it away from his 40. And again, a little squib kick on the ground, this time fielded nicely by the upback. And about the 34-yard line, getting down on the football that time, Ethan Finning. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils, who went 3 and out and then turned the ball over when they dropped the punt attempt. And they'll give Cordell and Finning the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 from there. Caden Carter seeing a lot of action already in the early going. And if you are not in street clothes, you're going to get a chance to play tonight.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Yep.
So 1st and 10, ball snapped by the quarterback, and he'll fall on it. Back at about the 21-yard line, loss of 9. Jackson Brooks in there to cover and help the quarterback up. It'll be 2nd down and 19. Also racing in was Shane Lee. And I will say this, I mean, and you like this early on from Mangum. You're going to go out there and play. You're going to put a hat on people. You're going to do your job, knock people around, tackle them, block them, everything else. And you're not going to jaw jack, and you're going to help them up off the ground.
That's right. That is right. And sometimes in games like this is where people get hurt because they're not playing full steam.
Yeah. You gotta go full tilt, no doubt. 2nd down and about 10. Again, snap bobbled. It's on the ground and falling on it at the 30-yard line for the Tigers will be Landon Hutton. So Hutton out there playing center field literally, and the ball got kicked about 20 yards forward, and Landon fell on it for the fumble recovery. So do you give the ball to Solis and let him score again?
Yeah, or the...
Well, Trey Williams is in there at fullback.
Or Trey.
Well, watch him go rumbling, bumbling here underneath center. They'll hand it on to Solis. Gets a block, goes right side. Breaks a tackle, and finally will get knocked down at about the 20-yard line. Austin close to a 1st down. Good blocking over there on the right side. I was like you. I thought maybe Trey Williams was going to get it and thunder his way. Well, they said that actually Solis, his knee touchdown about 2 yards shy of the 1st down. So it'll be 2nd down and 2. Bo Rogers underneath center. Again, a deep handoff to Austin. He's got the 1st down and more. Cuts it to the outside, and he will go into the end zone untouched for his 3rd touchdown of the night. Austin Solis with the score. And that'll make it 19-0 with the extra point on the way. 8:40 left in quarter number 1. So Solis, 4 carries, 3 touchdowns.
3 minutes, 20 seconds of game clock, and 3 touchdowns for the Mangum Tigers.
Love the Mangum band to our right, giving us that ambiance. Eric Hammond tries the extra point. Line drive, and again, steps off just a little bit, and he's wide left, no good. So with 8:40 left in the 1st quarter of play, it's Mangum 19, Cordell nothing. We're Classic Hits 97.7.
Granite Drug Company would like to thank their customers for shopping local. They're proud to offer pharmacy services, including immunizations, Dispill personalized medication management, health and beauty products, gifts for every occasion, and the soda fountain, open all day and serving lunch from 11 till 2. Remember, when you need prescriptions filled, tell your doctor Granite Drug Company.
Hi, Mangum Tiger fans. This is Jill Grauman with RE/MAX Property Place. If you need to buy or sell a property or a home in Mangum or anywhere in Greer County, just call me at 580-706-0259. You'll see lots of my signs around town because I get the results for my clients. I say, go Mangum Tigers.
Jill Grauman, RE/MAX Property Place. Always here, always helping.
Looks like get a 2nd team kicker to boot the ball away. Cray Manny has come in to kick for the Tigers as they lead it 19-0. 8:40 left in the 1st. Cray, high end over end kick. Going to be fielded at the 25. That's the up back. Whitting comes near side. Won't make the 35. He's knocked down at about the 34. Shane Lee in on the stop for the Tigers. Got some help as well from Aiden Loftus. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils. And Cordell, their first offensive possession, 4 and out, and then fumbled the next time they had the football. So here they go to work. 8:36 left in quarter number 1. And again, some kids out there that this early in a ball game don't get to see a lot of playing time. Cordell going twin wide receivers here on the near side, one up top. 1st down and 10 from the shotgun. Ball fumbled on the turf and a battle for it. And I think the Tigers will come away with it, and they do. Wow. So Mangum will recover at the 30-yard line of Cordell. It'll be 1st and 10 from there. And I heard you say, wow.
Yeah, no, it just when it rains, it pours for the Cordell Blue Devils.
Timeout going to be taken here. We'll take one as well. 8:30 left in the first quarter of play. Mangum on top, 19-0. We're Classic Hits, 97.7.
All the employees at Great Plains Bank Mangum are excited for the new school year. We look forward to seeing everyone come out and get that Tiger spirit and support the young men and women of Mangum as they try and bring home the gold ball. You will see us at the game and hear us on the radio and internet. Come see Great Plains Bank Mangum for your banking needs on the corner in downtown Mangum. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
When it comes to funeral homes, there are several to choose from. But choosing a funeral home that is locally owned offers the advantage of the local owners who are involved right here in the community, helping you during your time of need. Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Zant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
All right, 1st and 10, Mangum on top, 19-0. They've got it at the 30-yard line of Cordell. Pistol formation, Williams in the backfield. Solis there, and Austin will get the handoff. Shakes, bakes, breaks, tackles into the secondary. Penalty flag will fly. Austin headed towards the corner of the end zone. He will score. This one, though, going to come back. I think going to get a holding there in the middle of the field against one of the linemen downfield for Mangum. So about the only thing they've done wrong.
Got TJ Stair checking in, Robin Jones, Alyssa Chandler, Donna Giddens, Robert Wilson, Dave McCook from Myrtle Beach is checked in. Mary Halford Bailey, Debbie Jackson, off to a great start, she says. Eric Rodriguez, well, Smokey the Bear's not preventing this fire tonight.
Great line, Eric. I love it.
Michael Baker's checked in from Wisconsin.
Wisconsin? Wow, the Cheeseheads.
Mackenzie Laughlin Bates.
Yeah.
Says, go Tigers.
Saw Kenzie earlier today at the courthouse in Jackson County.
Paula Davis says, yes, go Dodgers.
I don't know about that, Paula. I'm going to reserve judgment on that one.
Shelly's a Dodgers fan.
Is she really?
Well, she's Cali, so it doesn't matter. She likes Lincoln Riley just to make me mad. So.
Well, and it works.
It does.
So the mark-off against the Tigers will take the football back to the 36, 37-yard line. And I said pistol formation earlier. Actually, it's an I formation. As Bo Rogers underneath center, Williams the fullback, the tailback is Solis. Austin going to get it on the pitch. He'll kick it to the outside, break a couple of tackles, still on his feet, and now gets dragged down from behind right at the 25-yard line. So Solis will get a big chunk of it back, and that'll bring up a second down and about 5 for the Tigers. Clock running here in quarter number 1. 8 minutes left in the frame, and it's 19-0. Tigers on top. And again, you're Sam Powers. I mean, you're not going to put the football in the air.
Nope.
Very often. There'll be a couple of times they'll throw it. Here's one of those as Rogers will roll to the near side. Fires caught by Trey. Williams rumbling, bumbling, stumbling, and running over people. That is a runaway freight train. And thank you, I don't want to get in front of it.
Got down to the 2, it looks like.
That guy, I love that kid. And let me just tell you, when I played football, I was ready to take on anybody. If I were playing today, I would not get in front of that guy. There is no way. I would get my little cape out, and it would be an Olay. Right? Yeah. All right. Deep handoff here. Austin weaves his way through traffic. He'll score from a couple yards away. His 4th touchdown of the night already. Austin Solis will make it a 25-0 ball game. 7:33 left in quarter number 1. And the extra point on the way. So, Bo Rogers, no doubt, there with Coach Powers, like, come on, Coach, let me throw at least one pass. And so they throw it to Trey. Williams running down the tracks. So here's Hammond with the extra point. That is much better, much smoother. It is up and it is good. So with 7:33 left in the first quarter of play, Mangum 26, Cordell nothing. We're Classic Hits 97.7.
When unexpected illness or injury disrupts your day, immediate care is a necessity, not a luxury. At Variety Care's Hobart Clinic, we're here for you at the moment you need us most. Whether you are battling the flu, managing a chronic condition, or simply due for your annual checkup, our team of dedicated healthcare professionals is here to support you and your family with personalized care, Sooner Care, and private insurance plans accepted. Visit today, 1000 South Broadway, Hobart, 405-632-6688 to schedule an appointment. That's 405-632-6688.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring.
This is a first quarter score. You're hearing correctly. 7:33 left in quarter number one. 26-0. Mangum on top, 4 touchdowns in this first period for tailback Austin Solis. Cray Manny again set to kick the ball away for Mangum. He'll come near side. That ball headed for out of bounds, and it will go out of bounds. And so Cordell will get their best field position here in quarter number one, as that went out of bounds at about the 45-yard line.
So if that's where they start, if it's past the 35.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Where it goes out of bounds. So Shelley, obviously, not nearly as long in tooth as I am, but I wonder, does you remember the days of guys like Ron Say, Steve Garvey?
Yeah, probably not.
Okay.
Keeping up with it at that point in time. She and Dylan were able to catch a Dodgers game one time. They were out there.
Chavez Ravine.
Yeah, sat out in the cheap seats, and there was plenty of Modelo flowing with the patrons out there. Anyway, they had a good time.
So first and 10 for Cordell at their own 43-yard line. They'll run the football on the jet sweep, and great pursuit out on the edge, and the ball comes free, and we may have our third turnover here in quarter number one. No, they said Cordell got back on the football. So a good jump that time by the Blue Devils. Dayton Bartlett on the carry. He'll lose 2. That'll bring 2nd and 12. Out there on the edge, Cooper Kerbo. And also helping out on the stop, the sophomore, Remington Laughlin, who was named to the top 100 VIPE team earlier this week. Him and Colton Earls when it comes to high school basketball.
Nice.
Wow. That's a wow. Split out here on the near side, one wide receiver for Cordell. They'll go from the shotgun, 2nd and 12, handoff to the tailback, and just simply nowhere to go for Ethan Finning. He'll get maybe 1, and it'll bring up a 3rd down and 13. Clayton Caskey getting off the bottom of the pile, in on the stop for the Tigers. Oh, let me tell you about my old buddy Jackson Brooks, in on the stop as well. 6:22 left here in the first, 26-0. Yes?
No, go right ahead. we can't see each other, folks. So
literally, I mean,
our models will be on the other side of the field.
So 3rd down now, 3rd and long, pistol formation for Cordell. See if they try to throw the football, rolling out, throwing, and pass going to come up short. Boy, I tell you what, old Lee got in there and hammered the quarterback, Shane, just a step away. And Cooper Kerbo with a near interception. That'll bring up 4th down, and you would think Cordell would punt. Remember, the first time they punted, they dropped the football. Mangum recovered at their Cordell 19-yard line. So the Blue Devils will drop in a punt formation. Axton Zachary set to kick the football away. And a guy who's just itching to get his hands on the ball would be Colton Gillespie. This one towards the out-of-bounds marker. Colton, though, going to pick it up, makes a little jab step down the far sideline, looks for a block. He's at the 40, 45, comes near side, still on his feet. Whoop! And finally going to get tackled at about the 47-yard line. You know that Gillespie has just been dying to be able to touch the football. 5:35 left here in the first quarter of play, and that's the first time he's been able to get his hands on the pigskin.
Gary Boatman, hello from Muskogee, Oklahoma.
I kind of was by there the other day when I went to Spiro.
Yes, you were. That's a long ways.
He saw a whole lot of Oklahoma that day, let me just tell you. So 1st and 10, Tigers will have it at their own 47-yard line. And keeping it this time, Rogers, bad pitch there. It goes behind Gillespie, and Cordell will recover.
Well, again, that's just, that's why you play the game, right? Because you still want to do things clean as possible. You want to work on some of those plays. You're going to need them against good opponents. And so just a mistake there where it's not going to cost you, but you got to get that ironed out.
Dayton Bartlett gets on the loose football for Cordell with recovery. He's got it at the Mangum 35. And the pitch wasn't bad. The spacing was not good between Bo Rogers and Colton Gillespie. Way too much space between them, and the pitch behind Gillespie, and Colton couldn't get there. So 1st and 10 for the Eagles. 5:29 left in the first, trailing 26-0. Going to keep the football on the ground. Big hole left side. Look out. Busting to the outside is Dayton Bartlett, and Bartlett picks up nearly 6 on the play. Maybe just give him 6. It'll be 2nd down and 4. So Bartlett had a big hole there and exploited it. Avery Rogers on the stop. My main man, Trey Williams, there as well. But again, a gain of 6, 2nd down and 4.
And we still got 5 minutes to go in the first.
I know. I keep looking up at the clock, and I'm like, okay. We're inside of 5, 4:55 and running. Quarter number 1, Mangum 26 points in the first frame. And a turnover there. Otherwise, they probably would have added to that total. 2nd down carry. Bartlett right through the middle of the line of scrimmage, and he'll gain positive yardage near the first down marker, shy by about a yard. It'll be 3rd and 1. Jackson Brooks in on the stop. Clayton Caskey, Avery Rogers there as well. Jake Green in the neighborhood too. A little bit of a different look defensively, the alignment for Mangum here on this series. And I know you come up with different offensive looks as the season progresses, but it's worth doing some different defenses as well.
Yep, something you need to work on. Coach maybe trying some different fronts and different formations.
In anticipation of that Week 8 game against Texoma Goodwell. Ball on the ground and falling on it.
Getting crushed.
Yeah,
Trey Williams.
Cavius Whitting got on the loose football. He banged into his running back Bartlett. And you're right, Williams just pile drived on top of the young quarterback. Whitting is just a freshman and needed to get a shovel to get him out of the ground.
Thankful for that 4 inches of grass.
Yeah. So it'll be 4th down and long now for Cordell, 4th and about 8. As they work inside Mangum territory at the 33. They spread things out here on the near side, and they'll go pistol. Bartlett on the handoff, and Trey Williams there for the tackle. Well, I tell you what, Williams, we have seen his ability to move that big body with those quick feet on the offensive side, but he's made a couple of nice plays defensively, being able to move down that line of scrimmage. He'll make the tackle well behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be over on downs, back to the Tigers. 1st and 10, they'll have it at their own 37-yard line. Full house backfield this time, as they will go from the shotgun. Ball snap goes through the hands of Bo Rogers right to Gillespie. He's got the 45-50 down the near sideline 40, 35-30, cuts inside the 25, still on his feet at the 20, spins, whoop, and gets it down to the 19. I got a penalty flag all the way back here, though, at the 42. And the kids aren't old enough to have seen the Looney Tunes cartoon Tasmanian Devil, but they need to Google Tasmanian Devil, because when he gets out in the open field and spins like that and whatnot, Colton Gillespie is a real-life version of the Tasmanian Devil. I love it. I get dizzy watching him. I don't know how he makes those moves.
Well, if they go from the spot.
Yeah, they will, because I think it's a hold.
Right.
Maybe not.
I think that's what they called it.
They did call a hold? Well, they're pushing it way back.
Well,
I think it's going to be probably a clip.
Gotcha.
Which, with the advent of the block in the back, you don't hear clipping very often. But that's a 15-yard mark-off. Going to take it down to about the 22.5-yard line. And so it will be 1st down.
25.
And 25 with 3 minutes left in quarter number 1. Yeah, it was a fun play anyhow for the highlight reel. Again, ball bobbled by Bo Rogers, and falling on it will be Colton Gillespie.
Yeah, not going to make Coach happy.
No, Rogers going to get a chance to come sideline.
Yep.
So they will put at quarterback Remington Laughlin.
Close to 30 yards to go.
Yeah, and Laughlin, I don't think, will be throwing the football here. Second down and about 30. He'll spin, hand it off, and all kinds of room for Anthony Allen. Allen looks for a block, takes it across the 25 out to the 30-yard line. So Anthony will get a bunch of it back, but it's still going to be third down and long. Wow. Line to make for a first down, Chad. The 48 right in front of us.
Yeah, about 18.
Yeah. Line of scrimmage to 30. So third down now and 18. And again, the scouting report on Remington is that shoulder's fine, but when he tries to rear back and throw the football, it will pop out of place. So if he throws, it'll be a short dump pass, I would think. From the shotgun, Laughlin fakes the handoff. No, he's going to crank it. Going to go deep. Got a man out there, Gillespie. Colton gets underneath it, makes the catch, spins away from the defender, sheds the tackler. Down the far sideline he goes. Colton Gillespie with the score. And Mangum on top now, 32-0.
On 3rd and 18, you're right. Laughlin reared back and chunked it.
Yeah. And I mean, threw a perfect strike. Gillespie down the far sideline, made the catch. The defender was there, but Colton was able to shed him with ease and strolled into the end zone for the score. Derek Hammond now to try the extra point. As the first quarter has yet to expire. Kick is on its way, and again, low line drive, one-step kick, no good, wide left. 1:38 left in the first, 32-0. Mangum leads. Classic hits 97.7.
Ashley Slayton, family nurse practitioner, and the rest of the friendly faces at the JCMH Family Care Clinic in Mangum treat all ages, children through adults. This means we are all yours for well child exams, annual checkups, as well as those illnesses that can hit us. We also do management of chronic illnesses like asthma, diabetes, and high blood pressure. Same-day appointments are usually available. The JCMH Family Care Clinic is located at 114 South Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Call 782-3393 for appointments.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make the Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Well, 2/3 of the teams that are broadcast on the Fox family of network stations here tonight, Cordell and Mangum. Tell me about Hobart.
7-6 Stratford by 1. So they're there in the first half. On the road, taking on the Stratford Bulldogs. It's a big game for Hobart. They're fighting for that fourth spot there to make it into the playoffs.
By the way, we see Shane Lee and Bo Rogers working on the center snap down in front of us. Kick near side, fielded. And about the 28-yard line, across the 30 out to the 31 and no more. That was Dylan Edison. As Edison got lit up, see what I said there? By Diego Tellis. He'll be first and 10 for Cordell.
Joe Chapman watching from Denison, Texas, and Josh Reesner is on a heater tonight because he just said, did Switz Rivers say hang 100 on him?
I don't think Barry ever said that.
I don't think so. Watching from Elk City, Kathleen Huckabee. Caitlin, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm old Caitlin. Eyes have gone.
First down carry and out to the, did he make the 25? Yes, or actually the 35. That'll be second down and 9. And again, not pointing fingers, not complaining or anything else. It is difficult at best to see the yard markings.
Yes, it is.
We don't even have the old things they used to put down, it said 20, right. the flap things that they'd put down. So second down, high snap, and that cost Cordell dearly because Dayton Bartlett got tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be third down and long. Clayton Caskey in on another stop. And also checking in to the lineup for the Bulldogs, Lane Burnham. That's some help there as well. So 3rd down and long in what will likely be the final play of period number 1. Mangum leading 32-0. They do have play clocks here at Cordell, and the play clock is at 20, or the game clock is at now 8, and the play clock is at 15. So they'll have to snap it one more time. 3rd down and long. Send a man in motion. Want to throw the football. They do to the motion man, and it's tipped away. Right there, Austin Solis, who's got 4 touchdowns on the night, playing some defense there as well, breaks it up. And that'll bring up 4th down and long. And because it's a pass play, it stops the clock, Chad. There's 5 seconds left in the first quarter. It will continue for one more play.
Yes, it will.
So, punting formation for the Blue Devils. Mangum on top, 32-0. And Gillespie waiting on the football. Colton will field at the 40, drops it at the 45, picks it back up, has the midfield stripe, gets a block across the 45-40, dances at the 35, still on his feet, breaks a couple of tackles, and is finally dragged down at about the 31-yard line. Colton Gillespie showing a little bit of everything that he's capable of doing as quarter number 1 comes to a close. Mangum leads it at the end of the first 12 minutes, 32 on the board for the Tigers, nothing for Cordell. We're back for the second after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
Hey, come on by the Mangum Tag Agency at 108 East Pierce in Mangum for all your vehicle tag and registration needs. Driver's license, ID renewals, including CDL or Add Real ID. We now offer initial issuance and out-of-state driver's license and ID transfers. And we issue Pike Pass. For fast, friendly customer service, come see Tom, Cynthia, or Adam. We're here for you. Check us out online at mangumtag.com. For tag renewals and more information, phone 580-782-3004. The Mangum Tag Agency says, Go Tigers!
TCLC is a family-owned 5-star daycare center that has been caring for children for over 45 years. The owners of Tiger Cub are proud to serve the Mangum area and support the Mangum Lady Tigers and Tigers on the radio and streaming. Tiger Club Learning Center says,
All right, they've switched ends of the field. Mangum now on the right end if you're listening and or viewing device, leading by a score of 32-0. As they will go with Bo Rogers back at quarterback. Bo handles the snap, hands the football off late. Nope, he keeps it himself. And Bo running hard inside the 25 down to about the 21-yard line. Bo Rogers, great sleight of hand. And then some power running to end the yardage with 9. 2nd and 1. Cray Manning in the backfield now. Manny, he's back there with the Tigers. Max Richardson. Hand the ball off to Cray. Manny through defense. Still on his feet, breaking tackles, looking for the end zone. Manny dives. Does he get there? He does. Cray Manny. How about that? Young man said, hey, I see the end zone in front of me. I'm going to get there. And he did. 38-0.
Nice run by Manny. Like you said, weaving through defenders. He got contacted early, but he ran through some tackles.
Arm tackles, indeed. So Mangum to try the extra point. Eric Hammond is on to kick it. There's nobody out there to hold it. There's nobody there to hold it. He says, I got to drop kick this one? Clock down to 10 seconds. They're not going to be able to get this one off in time. Colton Gillespie, the normal holder. I'm not sure what happened there. Snap is back. Max Richardson will come in and hold. Kick off the crossbar. Doink, no good. And about the only thing that hadn't gone right tonight for Mangum has been the place kicking. They still lead it 38-0 with 11:17 left here in the first half of play. Chad, going to keep it right here in anticipation of that week number 8 bowl game at the Liberty Bowl next Friday night, a week from tomorrow night. Big bowl game, Texoma Goodwell. I'm guessing we'll probably do senior night as well. And then I'm also told that Drums for Life will be performing at halftime, and that ought to be worth the price of admission right there.
Yeah, hopefully a packed crowd.
I bet it will be.
Yep, and so hopefully able to make it next. It's a huge game, folks. It is a big, big game. So probably playing for a district championship. So you want to be there and support these Tigers.
Mangum on top here 38-0 with 11:17 left in the first half of play. And I wish I was more up on my astronomy, because there is an object out in the western sky tonight that is quite visible, and I wonder out loud what that is. You know, the comet's been out there, and seeing lots of folks checking out the comet out west. That's not a comet. That's either a planet or a star. Somebody out there that knows, put it on Facebook. Chad will relay it to me. I'm fascinated by the stars because I work with one all the time in Chad Fox.
Shut up.
Cray Manning kicks the ball here on the near side and caught on the fly and setting down with the football wisely.
Going to keep this through the ditches here.
Is Ethan Finning. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils. Yeah, this is one that on that 4.5-hour drive to Spiro, and then the 4.5-hour drive back from Spiro, I was going through my mind, all right, so we can talk about this.
Yeah.
We can discuss that.
So now we're talking about a star in the, we got to figure that one out. Braylon Martinez watching from Midland, Texas.
All right.
Play a little football down there.
Yeah. So if I said waiting for a star to fall, would you be able to identify the musical one-hit wonder group?
Was that Will to Power? No.
Nope.
Nope. Waiting for a star to fall. I can sing it. No, I can't sing it, but
sure you can.
Good night. Golly, that is going to aggravate me all night long.
Was it Boy Meets Girl?
There you go.
All right, then.
Yes.
Timeout taken by Cordell. Let's take one as well. 11:15 left in the half. Mangum 38-0 over Cordell. Classic hits 97.7.
Sovereign Bank is your bank of choice. Sovereign Bank is a proud supporter of the Mangum Tiger Athletics. Supporting our schools and athletic programs is a top priority. Hear us roar, go Tigers. We're cheering you on all season long. Sovereign Bank, empowering our youth with the freedom to dream. Sovereign Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
So speaking of music, and sometimes I forget the sound system that I have in the GMC pickup is pretty awesome. And when I pulled into the parking lot, I was jamming with the windows down to No Diggity, No Doubt. Fortunately, it was the clean version that was playing. 1st and 10 for Cordell. Deep handoff. Bartlett will get it. Break and tackle across the 35 out to the 40 and the 43-yard line. Hard running over there on the right side by Bartlett. It'll be 2nd down and a couple. Anthony Allen in on the side for the Tigers. Got some help as well from Mason Mitchell.
Bartlett's really a good-looking athlete.
Yeah,
he's just one of 13 kids that are out there suited up. So, again, tough a year for Cordell.
Well, and again, you talked about it. There's only 13 kids in uniform. You got all those kids that are hurt. How do you practice?
Yeah.
I mean, it's impossible.
That's right.
Oh, they heard me talking about old music, so they fired up the Rolling Stones. Hey, great penetration there. Bartlett that time got pummeled as he took the handoff and got knocked down at the 41-yard line. A couple of linebackers knifing in there. Cray Manning and Cooper Kerbo on the stop. Back to the 40 now officially. It'll be 3rd down and about 4. I see a red door, and I want it painted black. No colors anymore. And again, I mean, that is a song from like 67, 1967, okay?
That's Vietnam War, folks. So.
I mean, gee, evidently. And these kids have got it spot on. I love it.
Yeah.
So 3rd down and about 5. High snap. Quarterback running for his life. Turns the corner and won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. He's knocked down at the 39-yard line. Boy, he really took a big hit that time. Cray Manning is there. Cooper Kerbo gets off the pile. And also coming out of the stack there for the Tigers was Caden Carter. It'll be 4th down and long. And so now look at this. Somebody new getting going in there and return kicks. Mason Mitchell and Anthony Allen. Now it'll be Allen that drops back. You know, on that extra point try a moment ago, when Colton Gillespie was not out there, he was getting his hand taped. That's why he wasn't there.
Okay.
And I don't know. He's taking his gloves off. I don't know if he's done for the night or not. They try to kick this ball away from everybody, and they are successful as it will go out of bounds. And let's see where they mark it. They'll mark it out at the 44. So a 5-yard punt, and it's 1st and 10 for the Tigers at the 44. Clock shows 8:59 left in the half. Mangum leading at 38-0.
Nancy Clark Estes says it's Venus.
All right. Name a song from the group Venus. Or no, I'm sorry.
Bananarama.
Well,
or you're going to your time period.
Anthony Allen with its handoff down the far sideline. Allen looks for a block, and he's going to go. Anthony Allen will score from 44 yards away. Anthony Allen will make it a 44-0 ball game with the extra point on the way.
I cannot remember. You're going to... Boy, I'm
Shocking blue.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
And Venus was his name.
Yes.
You're right. Bananarama did it later in the 80s. What do you mean from my era? I'm only 12 years older than you. 8:48 left in the half. 44-0. Venus in the nighttime sky. Are men from Venus and women from Mars, or is it the other way around? Kick on the way. It is up, and it is good for the Mangum Tigers. So with 8:48 left in the half, Mangum extends the lead. 45-0. We're back after this. Classic Hits 97.7.
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
Mangum Regional Medical Center is going strong, serving Greer County and southwest Oklahoma. The Mangum Hospital provides a full-service Level 4, ER-staffed 24/7, both in and outpatient stays, swing bed services, and outpatient lab, physical therapy, and radiology services. Mangum Regional Medical Center, here for you, right here at home.
Cray Manny set to kick the football away after a 44-yard touchdown jaunt down the far sideline by Anthony Allen. The extra point from Derek Hammond up and good, and it's 45-0 Mangum on top.
So, gentlemen, he goes by Tony D's 1950. That bright star is Venus. There you go. We got folks chiming in.
Good. I'm glad. That's good. Line drive kick here on the near side. It will squirt out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So it'll be Cordell football, 1st and 10 at their 35 with 8:48 left in the half.
Doug Blevins is checked in. We've got, of course, Charles Stowe, Lana Holt, Angela D. Shelton, Jocelyn Davenport, Angela D. Shelton, Cecilia Pineda,
okay,
and Taylor Eshetai.
Cordell 1st and 10, 45 or 35-yard line of Mangum. 8:48 left in the half. And again, the Mangum band to our right doing a great job all night long. Thank you, Lionel Ritchie. Bartlett tried to find space in the middle, and it was there for a moment, but I'll tell you what, the linebacker play has been excellent here tonight. And it's been a variety of kids that have been doing it from the linebacker slot. Loss of a yard on the play. 2nd down and 11.
Got, we're getting close to right at 200 folks, about 150 of them, Michael, on the Mangum Tiger TV on YouTube.
Okay.
So folks can use that as they Bluetooth or get that on their TV.
Lane Burnham in on the stop there a moment ago and talking about some of the kids. Cray Manny was there as well. And also checking into the ballgame for the Tigers, Aiden Loftus. He's at the cornerback slot. 2nd down and 10, and good job that time by the tailback to break a couple of tackles and take it out to the 40-yard line. A gain of 5 that time for Dayton Bartlett. Bartlett that time getting some positive yardage, chasing from down the line of scrimmage, J.J. Kendall. I love it when those big fellas with 5, 6, or 7 on the first part of their number are chasing from behind and dragging down the tailback. That's good stuff.
Yeah, like I said, everybody should get to play tonight.
So 3rd down and about 5 here. Clock continues to roll. 7:25 left in the half, 45-0. And again, we expect the second half to take 24 minutes. There's a snap that gets by the quarterback, and it's loose. Ball free, and a quick whistle there. He did not have control of the football at the 20-yard line, but I think that was a mercy blowing of the whistle so that the quarterback didn't get lit up by like a Christmas tree battling for that loose football. They'll let Cordell keep it. It'll be their ball at their own 20. Line to make for first down, the 45.5. You would think they would punt here. 6:45 and running in the first half of play. Mangum scoring on every offensive possession, save one when they fumbled the football. Another errant kick and nearly takes out part of the flag core as it will sail out of bounds at the... Yeah, let's see where they're going to mark it. They're still waiting on it. Officials trying to get together, and the guy here on the near side said, that's your call. Go ahead and place the football. 30-yard line. Mangum will get it first and 10. 6:29 left in a half. So it would be a complete stunner if the Tigers do not hang half 100 in the first half. Still 6:29 left in the half, and they've already got 45. In at quarterback now for Mangum, Max Richardson. Also checking into the ball game on the offensive side, Alejandro Rivera. Play clock down to 10. And they get the snap off. Manny right up the middle. Cray breaking tackles. And he kind of turned back into the defense. Broke a tackle inside the 20. Still carrying people down to the 15-yard line. They'll mark him out at the 16. Cray Manning picking up the first time. But Chad, if Manny takes one step to the outside, he houses that one.
I think all 11 players of Cordell had a shot at him at one point in time. They finally got him down. You're right.
So they'll mark him off his feet at the 16. It'll be first and 10 from there. 5:55 left to the first half of play. Richardson going to bring the play in from the sidelines. Max. And again, it's run the football. Split out to the far side for Mangum. Talked about it a moment ago. Alejandro Rivera has checked in. Also in there, Colton Webb. They'll hand it off to Cray. Cray this time will bust it to the outside, and he will not find contact anywhere. Manny will score from 16 yards away with 5:32 left in the half. And Mangum has hung half 100 on Cordell in the first half. They've got 51.
And just about a quarter and a half. It's, like you said, still 5:32 to go in the second quarter.
Yeah, you got to figure they'll get at least one. Well, they'll get one more possession, maybe two, before the half comes to a close. So Hammond in to try the extra point. Gillespie the holder, and the kick is on its way. It is up, and it's good. 5:32 left in the first half of play. 52 on the board for Mangum, nothing for Cordell. You and I are back after this. Classic Hits 97.7.
Mangum Golden Age Apartments offer HUD-approved housing for anyone 62 or older or on Social Security or disability. They have one bedroom and efficiencies which include all bills paid, including Wi-Fi. Mangum Golden Age Apartments are located at 100 East Lincoln, right on the downtown square in Mangum. For more information, call Katie at 580-782-2452. 580-782-2452.
333 Dental Care in Mangum is the dental practice of Dr. Dustin Lively. His experience, skill, and compassion go together when providing exceptional, up-to-date patient care. Dr. Lively and his team of professionals are proud to help you with the best dental care possible, along with preventive care that will result in a beautiful, long-lasting smile. Call 580-782-2552 or visit the team at 333 Dental Care. They support the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Derek to kick the football away. Mangum leading 52-0. He'll come near side. Ball dropped by the up back and now falling on it. At the 31-yard line will be Bartlett. It'll be first and 10 for Cordell. 5:10, and they are running the clock now, Chad.
Gotcha. Okay.
I think I saw the...
I think that's
wise. Well, I saw the official across the way before the ball was ever kicked. Gave the wind the clock signal. And it continues to run now. So Mangum probably going to get the ball one more time in the half.
And an 8-man, right? If you're up by 45.
It's over.
It's
at
over.
halftime, yeah.
Yep.
But that's 8-man. Bartlett on the carry, trying to get to the outside. He does, but Mangum did a great job of stringing that one out, and a gain of 4 on the play. 2nd down and 6. Good job that time by the Tigers to make the back run north and south, and Aiden Lofton wound up with a tackle. Got some help as well from Lane Burnham. It'll be 2nd down and 7. 4:10 left in the half. Men are from Mars, women are from Venus. That's how that goes,
Yes,
right?
Yes.
Venus was a goddess, right?
Yes.
Good-looking woman. Right?
Yeah.
Checking your Greek mythology there. Bartlett, deep handoff, and he did not get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll be 3rd down and long. And again, all kinds of new players out there. Noah Mikalovic knew I was going to made the play. It'll be 3rd down. I worked on that one all day today. I shouldn't say all day today. I did have court. Was making sure that the taxpayers' dollars were being wisely spent.
And the judge was happy.
Well, no, Summer Robbins, the judge in Jackson County, we know Summer a long time, and she is a great judge, just good person. Quarterback keeper here on the near side and out to the 38, but shy of a 1st down. Will go quarterback Cassius Whitting. It'll be 4th down. One of the Blue Devils slow to get up there. It's Hayden Miser, and they can't afford to get anybody hurt.
No.
Chasing again, making the play, Lane Burnham for the Tigers. Cray Manning was there as well. And Austin Stockton, who's coming to the ball game, playing some linebacker tonight. The thing about Cray is that he is what we would describe as rangy. I was going to talk about that a moment ago on that touchdown run he had where he got the contact, and timeout going to be taken by Cordell at the 2:24 mark, and they will stop the clock there as the Blue Devils facing 4th and about 3. We'll keep it right here. But Cray, one of those guys that he is so hard to tackle because he is so long and rangy. You hit him and it just you kind of bounce off of it.
And that's a good luxury to have with Solis and Gillespie and Trey Williams. You've got different styles and different ways.
Exactly.
And folks have got to say, where's this guy at? Where's that guy at? So anyway, good problem to have.
Well, yeah, and I again a lot of time behind the windshield earlier this week, but you're right. And I had that conversation with myself, and okay, I'm a defensive coordinator, and I'm going to take 9 away. So I take away Gillespie, but then suddenly there's 0, Solis. And so I take Gillespie and Solis away, but then they got 10 who can play quarterback or tight end. He can catch or he can throw the football and runs like a man possessed when he's out in the open field.
Tied at 5 in the bottom of the 10th.
Wow.
The Guardians come back.
Wow. Chief Wahoo got to be happy somewhere.
Who cares? It's gone. Yeah.
And then and then you got Bo Rogers who can sling it all over the place. Zeke who can catch it. Then you got Avery.
Laughlin. Yeah.
You just got everybody. So 4th down here, and first down of the night going to be picked up by Cordell out to the 45-yard line. Hard running that time by tailback Dayton Bartlett. Bartlett will get the 1st down. And they will move the 6. So good job by that young man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You're getting hit nonstop. You're giving up 20, 30 pounds. And you know what? Let's get a 1st down here.
Johnny, me, and Bobby McGee in on the stop there a moment ago.
There you go.
For the Tigers. So we bring out the Janis Joplin song.
Rest in peace.
One of my mother's favorites.
Christopherson.
Yep. Windshield wipers slapping time, and now Cordell going to get a penalty because somebody didn't know the snap count, and I think it may have been the center because everybody else but him was moving. And the official, just kidding, he says. The official was going to mark 5 off against Mangum, and given the fact that it's 52-0 with 1:19 left, nobody really on the Mangum sideline was going to protest, and then he's like, nah, just kidding, going to go back the other way. So it'll be 1st and 15 for the Blue Devils from their own 40-yard line. Bartlett goes right side, got some room, look out, breaks it across the 50, still on his feet at the 45, down the far sideline, and finally banged out of bounds. Deep inside, well, they said he stepped out back here at the 40. I see an official back at the 40-yard line. They didn't blow their whistles real loud, and so Bartlett will take it inside Mangum territory and mark him out at the 38-yard line. It'll be first down there.
Yeah, he's their best player, and most of the time he is getting jumped on by about 4 or 5 Tigers. Got loose that time, but then he fumbles.
Yeah, ball loose on the floor and going to be recovered by Mangum. Wow.
Yeah.
So Cordell in the middle of their best drive of the night, but they'll turn the football over. And who got on top of that ball? That may have been Derek Hammond, and it was. So the kicker in there on the defensive side comes up with a loose football, and the Tigers will get it.
Clock's still running.
Yeah,
though, so,
and I got to believe they're going to let the clock run out here.
Yep.
And they will. So the half will come to a close, I think. Some last-minute coaching going with Cray Manny. Mangum, will they get a playoff? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, halftime. So the first half mercifully comes to a close with Mangum winning 52-0. 52-0. Tigers out in front of Cordell. We are at the half, and we're Classic Hits 97.7.
Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 is your certified Firestone tire dealer and also a proud supporter of the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. When you need tires, we're specialty trained and equipped to take care of you. Lyle Shaw and his crew at Blair Tire and Feed wish the Tigers lots of luck in today's game. And always remember, play smart, play safe, play hard, and play with pride. And good luck from everyone at Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 in Blair, Oklahoma.
Western Traditions in Mangum is a very special store that features high-quality, one-of-a-kind Western furniture, collectibles, and accessories. This store is a must-see experience if you like Western decor. Check them out at westerntraditions.com or on Facebook, and then plan an in-person visit soon. Just arrived copper and turquoise accented end tables and bedroom furniture. They have cowhide assorted rugs from Brazil from $129 to $195. Western Traditions, downtown Mangum, Oklahoma.
Hey, all you Tiger fans, it's game time. This is Jacob Gilner from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. We are thrilled and ready for live Mangum Tiger and Lady Tiger action on the field and court this season. Let's pack the stands and cheer loud. Cattlemen's Bank is full of school spirit. Go Tigers!
Something you should know about the Kendall Law Office. The Kendall Law Office is family-owned and local. They use up-to-date technology to ensure their productivity provides timely service to clients, and this always includes client access to our firm via email and text. Corey Kendall is experienced, hardworking, and honest. He always puts the client first, and all efforts are focused on the client's best interest. The Kendall Law Office, locations in Altus and Mangum.
Chad Fox, Michael Barnes, and a veritable cast of thousands along the radio, 97.7 on the internet, Classic Hits 97.7 Facebook page, YouTube page, Tiger TV, and oksports.tv. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Mangum comfortably out in front at the intermission, 52-0 over the Cordell Blue Devils. Chad, 4 touchdowns in the first quarter on, what was it, 5 touches for Austin Solis?
Yeah, I think somebody mentioned on Facebook, too. I think he had more touchdowns than folks have touched him. Yeah, just huge holes. And, yeah, a mismatch from the beginning. We knew that was going to be the case. And, again, 13 kids out, suited up tonight for Cordell. They just don't have the numbers. So Mangum, the dominant team, and looking to play, again, just a clean second half. The clock is going to run nonstop. So looking forward to get through this game and really getting on to what's going to be an exciting week preparing for Texoma.
You know, we talked about some of the different defensive fronts we were seeing. And again, that's in direct correlation between now and the next 2 opponents for Mangum. And you're going to see a couple of different styles of football team when it comes to the Texoma Goodwell team, and then the
Thomas
Terriers, who
Thomas likes to
throw the ball around the field. Yeah.
Yep. I've seen them play once, so they dispatched Cordell at Thomas, and they got a kid lefty who likes to throw the balls. So, by the way, the Fighting Coakleys, they're not getting ran out of the stadium by number 1 Tipton. It's 30-14 in the second quarter. Tipton on top.
Is that right? Okay.
Yeah.
So I laugh about that because earlier this week, the Oklahoman had their top 10 high school games of the week, and one of them had Tipton playing Laverne.
Oh, really?
So, wow, they missed on that one. I want you to understand something about this football team that's going to be, at the end of the night, 7-0, 4-0 inside the district, and with their full complement of 45 points. They lead here 52-0. And the place kicker, a freshman, Derek Hammond, out there kicking extra points because he struggled in the first half of play. That is how you get to be 7-0. That sort of dedication to precision.
Yep, and a little bit of coaching in there too, right? You're right. Yeah, he's out there getting out. He's gonna have a sore leg probably till Monday because he's gonna kick a bunch. He's already kicked a bunch here tonight, but missed a few. But and as we know, as you get deeper into the playoffs, it's gonna be a cold night somewhere. You're gonna be running the football, and an extra point could
be the difference.
It'd be the difference. That's right. Moreland is over Carnegie 14-6 at half.
Wow.
There's that.
Well, that game a little closer than I would have anticipated.
Well, how about Southwest Covenant only leading Apache 12-6 in the second quarter?
Apache a better ball club than what we saw that night at the Liberty Bowl. They got the kid at quarterback, and they got the defensive lineman. Mangum, it's week 7, and I parse my words very carefully because I don't want to get overly excited, but I'm going to tell you, this is a good football team. This is a really good football team. I mean, I've had folks this past week come up and say, what about those Mangum Tigers? And I have to tamp myself down, but I look at them and say, it's a good football team. Yeah. It's a really good football team.
Yeah, and a good Class A team, and you're just going to come up quarterfinals and semifinals. As we know, there's going to be some teams that are going to be just huge.
Sure.
And if you've got to fight the weather and things don't go your way, you got to be able to overcome it. So Mangum can do that. And somebody asked me this week. I said they had exactly the same question.
Yeah.
How good is Mangum? I said good. Yeah. And they said state final good. I said they're that good. A lot of things have to go your way in the playoffs, but. They've got a good complement of football players. They're very well coached, and they do things right. So, good kids.
Well, Hammond out there kicking the ball, and it reminds me of something that Colton Gillespie's dad, Gary Gillespie, put on Facebook early this week, that he goes to at least one practice a week. And, what we see on Friday night and sometimes on Thursday nights like tonight is the finished product. But that finished product is the result of hard work during the week. It's that process thing. And again, I go back to Nick Saban, but he talks about it. If you do things right and you do them over and over again, and you have discipline, then the end result that you're looking for will be there.
Yep.
You don't have to worry about it. You go do what you're supposed to do, and you're going to get the result that you want. And that's evidence of what we've seen here. That's what we've seen all 7 weeks. And like I say, Hammond out there kicking extra points with his club up 52-0 at the intermission.
That's good stuff. Yep.
Speaks volumes. Really does.
Stratford on top of Hobart 14-6 in the second quarter. And Walters beating Minko 14-8 in the second. Hinton over Merritt 25-0. And here you go, Michael Barnes. Number 1, Fairview at number 2, Hooker. Hooker leads at half, 12-7. 31-6. Wynnewood over Okema. Say that score because Hobart's in that district. So, but yeah, that would be a little bit of an upset. Both teams undefeated, Hooker and Fairview, and right now Hooker on top 12-7.
I think the Yellow Jackets have won something like 36 games in a row.
Wow. And
their starting quarterback, Jack Spinard, went over 10,000 passing yards for his career last week for the Yellow Jackets. So, yeah, that's some hard-nosed football, and certainly, if you're and I know that Sam Powers got to be saying, well, we play the schedule that we're going to play. We're going to play in the division that we're in. But that there's a part of Sam Powers and the rest of the coaching staff and the kids that would love to be able to test their abilities against a team like Fairview and a team like Hooker.
Yep. You want to play the best. Yep. Exactly right, and they might. They're in a different right now. They won.
They won't see them. Nope.
That is correct. Some scores. Elgin, they're really good.
Oh my, yeah.
Number 2 in 4A, and they are thumping Weatherford, 35-7 at the break. Weatherford beat Clinton. Clinton beating Woodward 20-3. And Elk City all over Douglas, 36-0. Your Tigers, Ardmore at the break down to Blanchard, number 4 at 4A, 28-6.
Not a surprise there. Blanchard, awfully good football team. Go back to that Elgin squad. They are getting a lot of press around the state, and for good reason. I mean, they were a team that really dominated in 5A last year, and then, as you mentioned, they have moved down to Class 4A, and that is a football team that is loaded. They got an offensive lineman that is going to play at the University of Tennessee next year. Wow. At the half here, it is 52-0. Mangum on top, and we'll continue to wax prophetic after this timeout. We're Classic Hits 97.7.
When you need auto repairs, save money and get it done right at Dwayne's Auto in Mangum. Dwayne's fixes flats, does brake jobs, turns rotors, alignments, that all-important air conditioning work, and general auto repair. If your car or truck isn't right, just head to Dwayne's Auto at 1205 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Call 782-5151. That's 782-5151. Mangum Tiger proud.
Friends, it's important to take care of your eyes, so make an appointment soon with Dr. Michael Geiger in Altus, Seth Geiger in Frederick, and Bryce Geiger in Elgin, and a new addition to our staff, Dr. Maddie Rhodes. The Geigers are professionals and very good at what they do. Geiger Eye Care is proud to support youth and sponsor sporting events. They encourage you to attend all the events you can and be involved with our youth. Geiger Eye Care, Michael and Maddie in Altus, Seth in Frederick, and Bryce in Elgin. Make an appointment soon with Geiger Eye Care, Altus, Frederick, and Elgin.
Did you know the freshest and most beautiful long-lasting flowers always come from Flowers Unlimited in Mangum? If you want to send flower arrangements that look and smell great and last a long time, your best choice is to make that local phone call at 580-782-2122 for fresh flowers, silk flowers, gift selections, collectibles, memorials, and bereavement gifts. Make that trip to Flowers Unlimited, 113 South Oklahoma in Mangum.
Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Rod Calhoun support high school sports. Mickey and Rod offer insurance for property, auto, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're ready to serve you at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Call 580-782-3827.
Chad, Michael, and you. Classic Hits 97.7, 52-0 the score at the half. And Chad was right in the prediction last Friday night as what it would look like between Oklahoma and Texas at the Cotton Bowl. And
yeah, I got a text from somebody from out of state work with in radio, and he was like, as soon as it was the first, it was like 7-3. And the first, I'm like, well, it's going to have to stay 7-3 in the fourth quarter for them to have a chance. This just can't move the football. Cannot do it. But again, Texas is awfully good.
Yeah, that game Saturday night between them and the Dogs of Georgia, that's going to be a fun one to watch, no doubt about it. And well, I tell you, the Sooners and the Cowboys, they're in some really dangerous territory as well. I mean, Oklahoma State tomorrow night, and since I don't have a football game and don't have a date, I'm going to be in front of the TV watching OSU and BYU. But hey, BYU is the real deal, and I mean, if the Cowboys can't find a way to win, that's 4 losses in a row.
And that's a tough place to play, BYU.
Oh, sure, yeah.
They're playing to get to the Big 12 title game. So, Yeah, you're right. It could be it already is a bumpy year. It could it could get sour quick. So that's a tough place.
And then the Sooners, they come back to Norman on Saturday, but they got no bargain in the Gamecocks. South Carolina coming to town, and South Carolina gave Alabama all they could handle last Saturday.
Yeah, Georgia too, and so it's after last week you look at the Sooner schedule and you're thinking, my goodness, where are the wins going to come? So
they play Maine.
There's that. Yeah,
I think the first Saturday in November.
Yeah,
but they've got South Carolina still on the schedule.
They got Mizzou at Ole Miss. They host Alabama at LSU.
Oh yeah.
So I mean yeah,
that is brutal, to say the least. By the way, just an update on the place kicker for the Mangum Tigers. Derek Hammond still out there kicking extra points. And the team just came out of the locker room for the second half of play, which we project will go very quickly. We think it's going to be a running clock that will last literally 25 minutes, 12 minutes for the first for the third and fourth quarters, and then a minute in between periods. And that really should be it. So Mangum will be at home next Friday night, Liberty Bowl, final regular season game of the year. Yep, got to be there. Got to pack the stands. Drums for Life performing at halftime. I'm sure there'll be plenty of pink involved. You got anything you can wear pink next Friday night?
I'm going to bail on you. I'm going to bail on. Well, we're going to ask Scott to fill in, and I'm going to be going to Carnegie.
Okay.
And
scouting out Carnegie.
It's Cordell at Carnegie next Friday night. So again, that'll be a tough game. But I'll be thinking about. I'll be keeping a close eye on the Mangum Texoma game. So. Yeah, I know the fans will be fired up, and again, you got a good team, guys, and these kids, they started practice way back when, and it was 110 degrees. And Coach,
you act like it's a big deal. It's going to be like 86 tomorrow. I mean, come on.
Well, Coach, he's been getting them up at 5:30.
Going in practicing at 5:30.
So
that's how you win. That's
right.
That's how you win. That's how you get to be a championship caliber ball club. You got to have that kind of dedication, and we've talked about that through the course of the evening here, and we get a chance to talk about it a little bit more before this one comes to a close. NFL game tonight, pretty good one, isn't it?
You're gonna have to tell me.
Well, I think Tampa Bay is playing, aren't they?
Yeah, let's see. I haven't got that far. Stuck on Squirtle here. Guardians win 7-2.
How about that?
5 walked it off in the bottom of the 10th.
So there is life in Cleveland.
3-1 Dodgers over the Mets in the 3rd. And it's already Denver 13, New Orleans.
That's it, yeah.
0, Spencer Rattler.
I forgot about that. That was I don't know why I had Baker Mayfield and Tampa Bay in my mind. Spencer Rattler and New Orleans entertaining the former coach of the Denver Broncos and Bo Nix, who turns out he's not a bad quarterback, Bo Nix.
Yeah, pretty good young crop of quarterbacks. Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels.
Yeah. They all had big weeks last week.
Yep.
What about and just for looking for things to discuss, and we know that our audience – part of it as well, that ball game, I don't know if you had a chance to watch it. I was on the edge of my seat with that Oregon and Ohio State game. That was an instant classic.
Yeah, it really was. Yeah, it was. They can meet again, right, in the Big Ten championship?
They could. Yes, they could.
So that would be something else. But, that was a great ball game.
Had to feel badly for the quarterback for Ohio State losing track of where he was on the field and how much time was left.
Yep.
As he inadvertently ran out the clock. Harkens back to the days of Chris Webber when he called the timeout in the championship game for Michigan against North Carolina, and there wasn't one to be had.
Yep. And then the NCAA closed the loophole on the 12th man penalty with not much time left to milk some time off.
How about Dave Lanning, though?
Yeah, smart enough to do it.
Well, and then admitting it.
Yeah.
I mean, give him credit. A lot of guys would have soft-sold that thing and I don't know what you're talking about. And he owned up to it, and they did. They closed that loophole. It was something that should have been closed sooner. It happened back in the day with was it the Super Bowl? It was involved the Patriots, and I think it was one of the games with the Giants that Tom Coughlin may have done the same thing, and then the NFL said, no, not so fast, my friend. So,
all right, here we go.
You know, that's going to be the adjustment for me is tomorrow, my regular day off, but I'm coming off a football game the night before. I'm thinking I should wake up to Herb Street and company and watching College Game Day, and it won't be there tomorrow morning.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. You got a tea time anywhere tomorrow?
Well, everybody's been kicking me to the curb. I can't find anybody to go play, so it may just be me taking myself whenever I feel like going and playing.
You can call your kiddo.
Well, no, he's, you got to have advance warning. And he did bring up something. We are setting a tea time for the following weekend, and a couple of his buddies are going to join us, and he kind of was soft-selling it, saying, Dad, we usually only play 9. And I'm like, come on, guys, you got to suck it up and play. And then he conveniently reminded me of the 4 that would be involved. I was the only one who wasn't married and had a wife who wanted the guys to come home. So I backtracked on that one. I didn't even think about that.
There's a lot of reasons guys play golf.
But yeah, he's like, Dad, we've all got wives who want us to come home. Oh, okay. All right, I got you. I'll go ahead and play 27. Nobody gives a rat's tail whether I'm at the house or not. All right, second half about to get underway. Cordell going to get the football, and Cray Manny will not be kicking off. It'll be Derek Hammond. And Derek's like, I've been kicking all through the halftime. I'm going to start the second half with a kickoff, fielded and about the 30 and out to the 35 and 36-yard line. We'll go the up back. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils, and a host of tacklers in there for the Tigers, leading the way, Alejandro Rivera.
A lot of reserves checked in now.
Getting a chance to play, and that's nice to see.
Yep, you bet.
And these kids work extremely hard and now getting an opportunity. Austin Stockton out there. And also here on the near side, Aiden Loftus. Loftus, a good-looking athlete. I mean, you watch him play, and you're like, okay, there's really good players in front of him. Otherwise, he'd be starting.
Yep.
So from the pistol, Cordell will go to work, and they'll hand it off to Bartlett. Tries to turn the corner. Mangum stretches it out and doesn't let him go anywhere. Cray Manny in on this time. But a good job of stringing that one out that time by the guy we just talked about. Aiden Loftus got help as well from Austin Stockton to stretch it out. And finishing off the play, Wrigley Fight. So a loss of a yard, second down and 11. 10:50 left here in quarter number 3. And the clock, we believe, will run continuously here in the third and fourth periods. And we'll have a minute in between the two. And we should be done in 25 minutes. So second down and 11. And they get it off just before the play clock ends. Bartlett on the draw, but staying at home and making the tackle from his linebacker position will be Austin Stockton. Back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll be third down and 10. Ball setting at the 36-yard line. By the way, I failed to mention it last week. I forgot all about it. Your 52nd birthday celebrated recently. Congratulations on that.
I guess so, yes. 72.
Was when you were born.
Yes, so.
Okay.
Great year for music.
Third down here and 10. We'll explore that in a moment. Cordell wants to throw. Ball gets tipped. Oh, my goodness. That one had touchdown written all over it. Lane Burnham couldn't quite get there to make the catch. It'll be fourth down for Cordell. Top song from 72 was
it Brandy?
You're a Fine Girl.
Yes.
What a good wife you would be. But my life, my love.
And my lady is the sea.
Looking Glass, one-hit wonder.
Yep.
Cordell, punt formation, and Mangum will not rush. And again, the punter has been given explicit instructions not to kick it to the deep backs, and this one will go out of bounds. Mangum will get it. So I just got the alert from ESPN on my watch. Are you serious? Yankees fall in 10. 8:50 and the clock is running. So ball at the midfield stripe for Mangum. Their first offensive possession here in quarter number 3.
Wikipedia has Roberta Flack.
Killing Me Softly with his song?
Well, no, the first time I ever saw your face.
Oh, okay.
A little Gilbert O'Sullivan 2 and American Pie 3.
Deep handoff here to Burnham, and he's got room across the way, inside the 30, down to the 25, still on his feet, and finally ridden out of bounds. And they'll mark him out at about the 26. It'll be 1st and 10. So they're getting rewarded for all those kicks he made during the halftime with a run down the far sideline.
And at number 15, Chuck Berry, My Ding-a-ling.
I want you to play with My Ding-a-ling. And I remember playing that song over and over again and the looks that my mother would give me. Handoff here and down to the 20-yard line. We'll go to the tailback. It's Mason Mitchell who's checked in. And I think Mason may have had that carry previous. It looked from here that it was 21, but it was 27. So Mason Mitchell, back-to-back carries for the Tigers. He's in at the tailback slot. Max Richardson, the quarterback for the Tigers. We'll hand it off to Mitchell, and Mason breaking tackles, and penalty flag will fly late. This is going to be against Mangum. Blocker in the back or a hold.
Meanwhile, the clock runs.
Yep, 7:05 and running here in the 3rd.
Well, didn't get any of the starters hurt. That's a good thing.
Nope.
And this week of practice going to be critical. And big matchup on Friday night.
Well, and you know, kids are, well, I shouldn't say kids. Athletes are so in tune to rhythms and doing things repetitively. And so this kind of game on a Thursday night where your rhythm and routine are broken up, is Richardson going to keep it himself? And Max will eke out a couple. It'll be second down. Yeah, third down. Third down and about 15. They marked off that penalty a moment ago. So good that the early ball game of the week, you know, you play on a Thursday night instead of a Friday night, occurs in an instance like this. And then you get back into that routine because weeks 8 and 9, as we've talked about, will determine who goes 1, 2, and 3 in the district. Inside handoff, and look out, all kinds of room, and headed to the end zone is Mr. Siwan Hale. It's that little inside reverse that we have run so successfully with Avery Rogers. And this time it goes instead from Mason Mitchell to Siwan, and Hale sprints down the near sideline untouched. And that'll make it 58-0 with 5:30 left here in the 3rd. And Derek on to try the extra point. Hammond practiced the entire halftime kicking extra points. Gillespie in there to hold. Low snap. Colton will go down and get it. And the practice paid off as Derek Hammond banged that one through. And that will make it 59-0. 5 minutes and the clock running here in quarter number 3. Did you exhaust all the big hits from 72?
Oh, well, no, I could have bored some folks.
Bye-bye, Miss American Pie. I always love that one.
Yeah.
And
a song I hate is Melanie Brand New Key. At number 5
I've got a
Sammy Davis Jr., the Candyman.
Candyman, okay, yeah.
And the great Bill Withers, Lean on Me.
Marvelous song.
Yes, it is.
Redone, was it Club Nouveau that redid it?
Yeah. Neil Young, Heart of Gold that year.
You know, I don't care much for Neil Young, but okay. I always liked Heart of Gold. I thought that was a great song by Neil Young.
Listen to the stylistics, too. A little Betcha by Golly Wow.
All right.
War. Slipping into Darkness. Well, that's Long Cool Woman, the Hollies.
Oh,
there you go.
An iconic song.
There you go.
The guitar riff at the beginning gets your attention.
Raspberries go all the way.
All right.
Well, Eric Carmen there.
Yeah, out in front.
Yep. Rocket Man, Elton John that year, Day After Day, Badfinger. That'll get you not a bad year.
You're right. Hammond with the kick and fielded on the run at the 30 and then dropped. Ball free, and Mangum will get on it. Great hustle, streaking down the near sideline, and jumping on the loose football is Dylan Lee. Frustrated that time, the up back, Dylan Edison, as it went through his hands after he had caught it, took a couple of steps and just slipped away, and there's Lee for the recovery. Some Edison Lighthouse, maybe. Love grows where my rosemary goes. I'm really digging into the bag now. Yeah. Mason Mitchell breaking tackles. I don't know how he kept his feet. The officials, I think, going to mark him down. I thought I heard a little tweet of the whistle. He came out of the, yeah, they did. They marked him down after a couple of yards. He actually went for about 5, but they said his knee touched down after 2. It'll be second down and 8. Clock shows 2:35 remaining. 59 on the board for Mangum. Nothing for Cordell. And Tigers will head into week number 8, 7-0. 4-0 in the district, and a complement of 60 points with the tiebreaker. Send a man in motion here. A little pop pass, turning the corner, getting a block, and picking up the first down will be Colton Webb. Webb showed great speed in turning the corner. That block on the edge, and he'll pick up the first down. So they move the sticks. Mangum, minute 55 and running, 59 on the board. Remember, they scored 70 earlier this year.
And again, these same 11 guys are playing both ways for Cordell folks.
Yeah.
So it just got to be gassed.
2 extra kids, all they got.
That's it.
Deep handoff here, a little stutter step, and breaking tackles and still on his feet. Running hard, the tailback, Austin Stockton. Leading the way, one of the big uglies up there, J.J. Kendall. Gain on the play of 6, nearly 7. Second down, a long 3, short 4. Mangum, you talk about, Cordell being gassed, and they're going 3 deep here, in some cases 4. They're sprinting to the line of scrimmage. Richardson now may have been instructed to take some time off the clock.
I think you're right.
Now he'll go to work. High snap, gets it, hands it off, and again, right in the middle of the field, banging away, is Austin Stockton. And Austin, did he pick up the first down? Depends on the mark. Maybe just short. It'll be third and about a half yard. So,
and Coach Power's not running up the score, folks.
No, he is not.
He is just running the football. He's got, like you said, second, third teamers in there, and starters will not play in the second half. So
this will be what would think the final play of the period is Alejandro Rivera has come in at the tailback position. He'll get the handoff from Richardson. He'll stutter step and pick up the first down and more as he takes it inside the 5 and into the end zone. Good job by Alejandro to just simply keep the legs churning. And on the final play of period number 3, Rivera and Mangum will score. And the Tigers have extended the lead. 59-0. On to try the extra point. Derek Hammond
corrected that scoreboard.
65, yeah, okay. Yeah. I was going to say, I checked out the window, saw 59, thought, whoa, 65-0. Extra point by Hammond is up, and it's good. 66-0, Mangum on top, period number 4 coming up On Classic Hits 97.7.
Attention Mangum Tigers. Are you ready to show your Tiger pride? This is Lori Laughlin from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. At our bank, we are always geared up and ready to cheer the Tigers and Lady Tigers on to victory. You can count on us to wear the brightest orange and black. We'll see you at the games.
Granite Drug Company would like to thank their customers for shopping local. They're proud to offer pharmacy services, including immunizations, Dispill personalized medication management, health and beauty products, gifts for every occasion, and the soda fountain, open all day and serving lunch from 11 till 2. Remember, when you need prescriptions filled, tell your doctor Granite Drug Company.
She was a long, cool woman in a black dress. Every time that song comes on, I've got to sing along.
Yep. And you fall in love and you're undercover law enforcement. Anyway, read the lyrics, look it up.
Yeah.
Great song.
I still don't know how they got 5'9" beautiful as a lyric in there because it doesn't make sense. But Bartlett on the return here, and he'll take it out to the 39-yard line. Will be 1st and 10 for Cordell as the clock runs here in the final 12 minutes of the contest. And good job by the tacklers to get downfield, rally to the football. Dylan Lee and Mason Mitchell are there. 11:15 left in the contest. And Mangum probably will touch the football one more time, maybe two, before all is said and done.
Ricky Galloway says Thomas overtakes Oma 13-6 in the third.
Wow.
Terry Williams has checked in. Mike Rogers.
Ball on the ground, and a good job by the quarterback to go get it. He avoids traffic, tries to work his way back to the line of scrimmage, and I'll tell you what, that's a yeoman effort right there by that young man. Cassius Whiting had to go find the football, and then he had white hats flying all over him and able to weave his way back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Don't think we need to ask any questions, but Robert Crawford said he's watching from the moon.
Really?
So
that's interesting. Blank will post quite interesting things. And that would be one of them right there. Watching from the moon. You can think of some moon songs. Hand off to Bartlett and across the 40 out to the 41, 42-yard line. We'll bring up a 3rd down and about 8. And the usual suspects there for the Tigers, J.J. Kendall, who now comes off. Cray Manny as well. Checking into the ball game for Mangum, Wrigley Fight. You look out there at Wrigley Fight here on the near side. I mean, that is big kid, and he's a freshman, folks.
Future's bright.
Lane Burnham here on the near side. And yeah, Burnham lined up in the neutral zone. Kind of lost where he was, and he was head up with the wide receiver, Hayden Melzer. And Burnham lined up in the neutral zone. So they'll mark it off 5, and that brings up a 3rd down now in about 2.5, 3 yards. 9:09 remaining in the ball game. 66-0 Mangum on top. Moon dance. Moon shadow. Well, Cat Stevens for you. 3rd down here. Bartlett, deep handoff, and he'll lose the football. He had the 1st down. Cordell will get on the loose ball back in the original line of scrimmage, but that erases the 1st down, and it'll be 4th and about 2.
Yeah, he's been smacked all night, hasn't he?
Well, and it's one of those cases where he's a hard runner, but he runs up and down.
Yep.
And you got guys down there holding your legs, and you're still fighting for yardage, and that allows those other guys to they come after you, and they come after the football. So 4th down and about 2 for Cordell. Have the football at their own 48-yard line. This obviously 4-down territory, trailing 66-0. Blue Devils hustle to the line of scrimmage, and they don't get the play off in time. See if they call timeout first. Nope. Delay of game. Or did they get the timeout?
I think they gave him a timeout.
Okay, so he did. He came to the press box side, and he showed delay of game, but then he put his flag back in his pocket and gave him the timeout. Back to Cordell, 66-0. Your Tigers on top. Classic Hits 97.7.
Hi, Mangum Tiger fans. This is Jill Grauman with RE/MAX Property Place. If you need to buy or sell a property or a home in Mangum or anywhere in Greer County, just call me at 580-706-0259. You'll see lots of my signs around town because I get the results for my clients. I say, go Mangum Tigers.
Jill Grauman, RE/MAX Property Place. Always here, always helping.
All the employees at Great Plains Bank Mangum are excited for the new school year. We look forward to seeing everyone come out and get that Tiger spirit and support the young men and women of Mangum as they try and bring home the gold ball. You will see us at the game and hear us on the radio and internet. Come see Great Plains Bank Mangum for your banking needs on the corner in downtown Mangum. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
4th down and 2. Bartlett tries to turn the corner, got the first down and more at the 45, down to the 40, still on his feet, 35-30, and being chased from behind and finally tackled at about the 25-yard line. They'll get him inside the 25 at about the 23. So nice job by Bartlett out on the edge to pick up the first down and more. By the way, we mentioned some of the kids not in uniform tonight. I failed to mention Gabe Miranda, also another one of those starting big uglies for the Tigers. Not in uniform this evening. Think that he'll probably be back for week number 8.
And, you know, I mean, really considering how the season has gone, I mean, Mangum's, besides a couple players, stayed injury-free.
There's the kiss of death. Coach Powers, that was Chad Fox.
There you go.
On the keeper, the quarterback weaves his way through traffic down the far sideline. Good job by Whiting. And Whiting will pick up all that running and got a penalty, I think. Well, it's going to go against the Tigers, though. So the yardage will be picked up, and then I believe they're going to mark a penalty against Mangum at the end of the play as well. So that is the case. So the first down going to be picked up by Cordell. And we're on the visitors' side. Normally we're on the press box side. We're on the visitors' side. So sometimes we don't get the call. Cordell will get the first down. Bartlett will get the carry. Breaks a couple of tackles, still on his feet. Goes to the outside, and he will get into the end zone for the score. And a great job that time by Dayton Bartlett. Dayton just, and Chad talked about it a moment ago, he has taken a beating here tonight.
Plugging away.
He got near the end zone, and it was like, I'm going to score.
Yeah, and they do not have a kicker, I can tell you that. So it'll be a 2-point try.
66-6, 5:30, and the clock running here in this 4th period of play. So that touchdown drive took a lot of time off the clock for Cordell, and that will help keep the score down. And great hand fake there. Quarterback Whiting faked the handoff to Bartlett, and Whiting went in the end zone untouched for the score. So with 5:10 left of the ball game, it's now 66-8. Mangum on top. Classic Hits 97.7.
When it comes to funeral homes, there are several to choose from. But choosing a funeral home that is locally owned offers the advantage of the local owners who are involved right here in the community, helping you during your time of need. Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Zant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
When unexpected illness or injury disrupts your day, immediate care is a necessity, not a luxury. At Variety Care's Hobart Clinic, we're here for you at the moment you need us most. Whether you are battling the flu, managing a chronic condition, or simply due for your annual checkup, our team of dedicated healthcare professionals is here to support you and your family with personalized care, Sooner Care, and private insurance plans accepted. Visit today, 1000 South Broadway, Hobart, 405-632-6688 to schedule an appointment. That's 405-632-6688.
Well, even though the team's huddled on the sideline, as would normally be the case after a score, and they take about a minute, they let the clock run mercifully here.
Yep.
So we're actually down to 3:50 and running. Now, one thing that I noticed during the timeout, Colton Gillespie had a conversation with the special teams coach. Come on, let me return the kick. And guess what? Gillespie is deep. They've also got their all hands kids in there in anticipation of probably an onside attempt by Cordell. Gillespie having a conversation with a white hat back at about the 15-yard line, but you can see a lot of single numbers and twos along that line of scrimmage there for Mangum. And they think that Cordell going to kick it to the right side of the field, so they shift that way. And here is the kick, and it does not go 10 yards. It'll be recovered by Cordell, but it'll be Mangum football at the 45-yard line of Cordell. And then there's also going to be a mark-off on the play because that's an illegal touch by the kicking team. It has to go 10 yards before the kicking team can touch it, and they're going to wave it off. All right, then. All right. I appreciate that.
The guy's got a hungry man waiting at home.
You hadn't missed too many. So it'll be 1st and 10. Mangum at the 45-yard line of Cordell. 2:30 and running. They have actually shut off the play clock. So the Tigers can take as much time as they want here before they start the play clock, and now they will wind it. Game clock is at 2:10. Deep handoff here. Breaking tackles near side. Uh-oh, look out. Loose in the secondary, headed to the 25-20, and dragged out of bounds at about the 19-yard line will be tailback Landon Hutton. So Hutton says, you know what? They can run the clock all they want. I got a touch. I'm going to go run like a madman. Great job by Landon as he took it inside the 20. Minute 45 remaining. So a couple of more plays for the Tigers. Max Richardson, a quarterback. Hutton is the pistol back here. 1st and 10 for the 19. Handed off to Hutton. Landon breaking tackles. Spun down at about the 15-yard line. A gain of 4. 2nd down and 6. Minute 20 left. Coming to the near side, getting the play, Max Richardson. So a couple of more opportunities for Mangum, and you know those kids that are out there now, they want to put one more in the end zone.
You betcha. Under the bright lights.
Well, Mangum has posted a 70 spot this year and got 66 right now. Richardson going to let the clock run down, and again, Hutton is the tailback, and now Sam Powers says, let's call off the dogs. And
that's classic.
Take a knee, love that. They will not score any more than those 66 points, and I love the move there by Sam Powers.
I do too.
There's no point in doing it.
Yep, good coaches.
Yeah. So Mangum will take one more knee, and then this one will be in the books and wind up being 66-8 as this one has come to a close. 66-8, the final score. Mangum wins it. They are now 7-0 on the year, 4-0 inside district play, and they've got 60 points. We're back after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring.
Ashley Slayton, family nurse practitioner, and the rest of the friendly faces at the JCMH Family Care Clinic in Mangum treat all ages, children through adults. This means we are all yours for well child exams, annual checkups, as well as those illnesses that can hit us. We also do management of chronic illnesses like asthma, diabetes, and high blood pressure. Same-day appointments are usually available. The JCMH Family Care Clinic is located at 114 South Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Call 782-3393 for appointments.
So, Chad Fox, before we wrap this one up, I'm going to say this about the 13 kids in uniform tonight for Cordell. Give me those 13 kids, and I'll go play anytime because I don't care how tall they are, how much they weigh, what year in school they are. They came out here and they played hard the entire time. That was the thing that impressed me. They did not lay down and just go quietly into the night. They played hard the entire time against a top 10 team, a top 5 team, a top 3 team in the state of Oklahoma, and put 8 points on the board in the process. So a tip of the cap to the Cordell Blue Devils.
Yes, and I echo that completely. They're over there, the Cordell kids in front of their band singing the fight song. So, and again, it's so critical. I mentioned this a couple of times on the Cordell broadcast over the season, but it's so important that the younger kids see what these older ones are. You don't want them to quit. You don't want them to say, screw it, I'm done.
Right.
And just get out there and keep practicing and playing because it's going to come around. There'll be another group of kids that's going to be coming up in a few years. And you want those the kids that are playing now to really show them that, just like you said, that they're willing to play every week.
And you know what? You've got to love the game of football to come out here and play.
Yeah.
I mean, there is no other motivation other than the fact that you love to put on the uniform and you love to play football. We know that the Mangum Tigers love to play football as well. Impressive 4 touchdowns in the first quarter for Austin Solis. This one never in doubt. It went as expected. Mangum able to work on some things, get some kids out there, give them an opportunity to play, and as you said, came out unscathed as well.
Yep. As we expected, good showing here tonight. It gets serious quick, doesn't it?
Yep.
And I was going to try to find out that Texoma score before we left the airwaves.
All right.
Here.
While you're doing that, I'll remind folks that we're back in the friendly confines of the Liberty Bowl next Friday night, a week from tomorrow night, at the Liberty Bowl to entertain Texoma Goodwill. Great football game to be played and final home game of the year. The Drums for Life going to be performing at halftime, so the motivation for you to be there is quite high. So we certainly hope that you will join us. You folks from Wisconsin to South Carolina to parts of Oklahoma, quite a ways away from this area, thank you for joining us tonight on radio and on the internet. And I've got to tell you, I was lost without my phone and being able to interact with you, but thanks for doing that with Chad and being a part of it. And we look forward to having Scott in the broadcast booth with us next Friday night at the Liberty Bowl as well. How about that score?
Dogfight Thomas over Texoma 13-12 in the fourth quarter. And a little shocker maybe here, Southwest Covenant, I guess Apache decided to wake up this year because they've got, they're only down 20-18 in the third to Southwest Covenant.
So, and Thomas, for the second week in a row, in a 1-point nail-biter, down the stretch they come. So, next 3 weeks, 2 of the 3, big ones, and not to dismiss Carnegie, but district championship to be decided in weeks numbers 8 and 9. So for Chad Fox, I'm Michael Barnes. Thanks for joining us tonight. We will talk to you again next Friday night, a week from tomorrow night at the Liberty Bowl as we entertain Texoma Goodwill. On Classic Hits 97.7.